Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ottavia and today I'm really excited to make this video because I'm going to show you 4 books that I'm really excited to actually read this year that actually are coming out now. I mean, in the next couple of months. I'm so eager to read them. Like, you have no idea. I don't have many more just because I don't know why. And who cares? I have these 4 books that I'm interested in, and I'm just gonna show you now the books that I have and explain to you when they come out and a little bit of synopsis of the books that I read. Most of these ones are part of series or trilogies, so that's that. Anyway, before we get on to the video, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Everything is linked down below where you can find me. And yeah, let's go. Okay, so the first one that is going to come out on July the 15th, so pretty close, like in a month time, is 3 Shattered Souls by Mary Corlan. This is the 3rd book and I believe the final book of this trilogy. I hope it's a trilogy unless it's going to be a series of the Broken Blades trilogy. So I read the first book, 5 Broken Blades, I think in February. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. I didn't expect it to like it as much. And I don't know, I was so surprised. Literally, really surprised. Then you have the second book, which is 4 Ruined Realms, which I haven't read yet. Why, you say? I'm waiting for the 3rd one to come out so like this I can finish the series, because how this finished? I wasn't expecting it. It was really like a nice twist. Even though I knew that it was going to be really difficult to achieve what these people wanted to achieve, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting it. And I'm sure that this book is gonna tear my heart apart. So then means that I need to read the 3rd book as quickly as I can. So I need to have it. But anyway, if you don't know what it's about these 5 people that some of them know each other, other ones they don't. They have their own past, they have their own mystery, but they kind of group together for one only goal, is to kill the king. Here we have 6 point of views instead of 5, because there's someone else that is going to be a part of this group of people. So basically it's going to be 6. And how this one works is that you have 6 point of view, but are kind of paired in 2 and 2. It's kind of like similar like to couples in a way, and everyone is lying. Everyone had their own goals, what they want to achieve and why they want to kill the emperor or the king in general. I think it's the emperor or the king? The king, sorry. So it was done really well. I'll tell you what it is about in here so like this, you know, you get a little bit more gist than my side. So, the king of Yusan must die. The 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective, to kill the god King Jun. He has it coming, and his merciless, immortal hand, the nobles flourish, while the poor and innocent are imprisoned, ruined or sold. And now each of the 5 blades will come for him. Each has tasted bitterness, from the hard-hit man seeking autonomy, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished for his cruel crimes. None can resist the sweet isolate of vengeance. They can agree on murder, they can agree on treachery. But for these 5 killers, each verse in deception, lies and betrayal is not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. Let the best liar win. And it is kind of what I actually said. And it was so easy to read. I flew through it like crazy. I loved that each part has some kind of sword of a name and also this kind of art. And I believe, I don't want to spoil myself. Oh no, the second one doesn't have it, just only have the blades and stuff. Oh, that's so sad. But anyway, I am really excited to read the second one and get the 3rd book, these Shattered Souls? No, 3 Shattered Souls. To be honest, at first I thought it was going to be like a 5 book series, because you know 5 and then 4 and then 3 Shattered Souls, but I'm not sure. At the moment, I'm going to consider as a trilogy. And if it's not going to be, then it's fine. I'm just going to change my spreadsheet of series that I need to finish this year. And it's gonna be fine. I love the cover as well. And I can't wait to dive into this world and see what happens. I know that a few people didn't enjoy this book as much. Maybe I can understand why, but it was good fun. And lots of plot twists, and I didn't know who to like be with, or like, because there are a few of them that annoys me, other ones that I was intrigued, other one that I really liked at the same time. But then at the end of it, I was like not expecting it. So it's gonna be really fun to go to the second book and read the third one when it's gonna come out in July. Next book that I really would like to read is the second book in this series saga that is called The Stormbringer, and the book in question is Daughter of Flood and Fury by Gabriela Buba. And this one is the first book, Saints of Storms and Sorrow. I wasn't expecting to like it in as much. I just found it like this in Waterstone, in one of these tables that they create, and it sounded really, really interesting. And I just loved it. Like, no one has, I mean, I haven't heard anyone talking about this book, and it's so underrated. Go and read it, please, because it's so much fun, and it's so in-depth as well. Like, it's so deep of things, even like colonialism, racism as well in here, and I was just so drawn into it. And it's a really, really well done book. Anyway, I'll tell you now what it is about. Maria Lunurin has been living a double life for as long as she can remember. To the world, she is Sister Maria, dutiful nun and devoted servant of Anila's Codician colonizers. But, sorry, I'm butchering the name, I'm really, really sorry. But behind closed doors, she's a stormcaller, chosen daughter of the Anilan goddess Anitun Tabu. In hiding not only from the Codicians and their witch hunts, but also from the vengeful eye of the slighted goddess, Lunurin does what she can to protect her fellow Anilans and the small family she has created in the convent, her lover, Catalina, and Kat's younger sister, Inez. Lunurin is determined to keep her head down until one day she makes a devastating discovery which threatens to tear her family apart. In desperation, she turns to Alon Dakila, heir to the Anilan most powerful family, who has been ardently in love with her for years. But this choice sets in motion a chain of events beyond her control, awakening Anitun Tabu's rage and putting everyone Lunurin loves in terrible danger. Torn between the call of Alon's magic and Catalina's jealousy, her duty to her family and her people, Lunurin can no longer keep Anitun Tabu's fury at bay. The goddess of storm demands vengeance. She will sweep aside anyone who stands in her way. And this one is actually is a story with inspiration from myths across the Philippine Islands. Because here we talk about colonialism, so it's about the Spanish, I think, that they gets there in the Philippines. I think Portuguese as well. I don't remember, but one of them. And I love the journey then that Sister Maria does. From she knew that she was attached to this goddess, and basically she can't let her head down, because if she does, she gets connected to the goddess of the stormcaller, so she's going to call a storm. So the goddess is trying to get to her to basically do this huge storm. And I love also this love story and this jealousy that Catalina has, and the guy Alon, he's the sweetest man ever. He's like book boyfriend material, like amazing. And what he does, I do like, because he wants to protect Maria, but at the same time wants her to be true to herself in a way. Instead, Catalina is jealous. Like, she's so self-centered in a way, even though Maria loves her, but there's nothing there. And I really love the journey of Maria. She's really strong and powerful, and good as well. She wants to do good, and she's trying her best. And I can't wait to read the second one. I believe that I need to maybe read the last few pages just to remember like exactly where we're at. But please go and read it. It's so fun, and I'm sure you will have lots of fun too. I think it's a debut series for Gabriela Buba, but it was really, really good. Yeah, because this just came out in June 2024, the first edition, so it's pretty brand new. But I'm so happy that I read it, and hopefully do too, and I can't wait for the second book to come out. I'm super excited for this book to come out, and I can't wait. I'm counting the days for this book to actually be in my hands. And I think you know exactly which one it will be. I mean, I hope so. It's the fourth book in the Crown Iaxia series, and it's called The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk by Carissa Broadbent, and it's gonna come out in August the 5th, 2025. Oh my god, I can't wait! Listen, Carissa Broadbent has become my favorite author. Seriously, I love her writing style, I love how quick and easy it is. And I can't wait to finish this series, but it's not like it's gonna finish because I think it's gonna continue. But I kind of like it, the duet in the series, because if you don't know, well, there's 3 books already out, because of course the 4th one is coming out in August. We have the first one, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, the second one, The Ashes and the Stalker's King, and then The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. And I'm gonna show you much better. There you go. Look how beautiful these covers are. Like, look at that. Oh, and excuse me. And sorry, I live in London, so you hear this kind of noise every single time. Anyway, this is the third one. And what I love about the hardbacks especially is that the inside, like, look at that, are so beautiful. Like in all of them. I think I got one book signed, which I think is the 3rd book. But look at that, this one as well. I love it that it's like that, because it's not a limited edition, but it's basically like already a hardback like that. Yes, this is the signed one, so ta-da! And this one. So for this one, for Carissa Broadbent, what she's doing is that she's creating a series, but the series divided in duets, so duologies. So the first one is The Serpent and King's The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and the second one is The Ashes of the Stalker's King. But then you have characters from here. There's going to be a part also on the second duology in the series, and then you have novellas in between that you have characters that are interconnected with all of this, which I read both on, of course. I don't have a physical copy. I was thinking of getting them, but then I was like, I don't know if I want the novella as well. I really enjoy it on ebook, so I will keep it like that. I don't need to have all of these, to be honest. But listen, she helped me kind of get back into the vampire books love again, because I always love the vampire books. I haven't read in ages, and she kind of brought it back. So I'm so happy. I'm really, really happy, because you know we were always there, like in the 2000 and something, reading vampire books all the time, with Twilight, with I think People Vampire Academy, with Vampire Diaries and all that jazz. But now to have vampires back again, written like this, I'm like so happy. So the first one is Serpent and the Wings of Night. The adopted human daughter of a nightborn vampire king, Goraya, carved her place in a world designed to kill her. Her only chance to become something more than praise to enter the Kijari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself. But winning won't be easy against the most vicious warrior from all 3 vampires' houses. To survive, Oraya is forced to make an alliance with a mysterious rival. And Rafina Barahin is dangerous. He's ruthless vampire, an efficient killer, an enemy to her father's crown, and the greatest competition. Yet what terrifies Oraya most of all is that she finds herself strangely drawn to him. But there's no room for compassion in the Kijari, and nothing more deadly than love. So, I love Ryan so much in the first book. In the second one, it's gonna leave me a little bit of I'm not sure where I stand with Ryan. But I remember when I read the first one, which I read it really, really quickly, I was so shocked of the ending and everything. I love Oraya's journey so much. I love even the dad, which he was a vampire, even though he was bad, but at the same time he was actually good, and I understand what he was doing these things to her. But I love how Oraya grows from this to this one, even though here he seems a lot like fearless, like she's powerful, right? But here kind of is set aside a little bit just because of the conclusion that this book has. And this one instead is basically the Mira, I think is her name, right? No, Mish, sorry. Mish, she's like a really close friend to Ryan. And she was always one in the previous two books where I didn't get her as much. I wanted to understand why she was like this. And now we start to understand in this one a little bit more, because before I wasn't really drawn to it, and it kind of remind me Misha of Alice Cullen. I don't know if you had the same thought, but that's what I thought when I was reading the first two books. And here I think, if you remember Alice Cullen, which is in the Twilight, it was quite heavy how she transformed in vampire and then all that journey and stuff like that, so kind of sad. For this one, yeah, she was quite, it was a difficult journey for her, and we understand a lot more in this book. And this one I wasn't liking as much of the first two, but I think after halfway is where I got it and understand the story and how it ended. I just want to read the fourth one, and I can't wait. And I was a little bit shocked at how small it was, because so this is the first one, and the second one was really big, and then you get the second one that I'm not sure if it's the same length as the first one, but I hope that the second one is going to be as big, because listen, I need to know what has to be done. Excuse me again, what's happening? I hope everyone is fine. Unless they do this kind of noise thingy just because they want to pass the traffic lights and then they stop it. They do it all the time. I don't know if it's legal or whatever. And if there's an emergency, okay, but if not, no. Anyway, sorry, let's go back. What was I saying? I don't remember. Anyway, I really want the second book in this duology of the series to be thick, all right? I want more pages. I want more things. So it's gonna come in August. I'm gonna read that book for sure. I will need to move something here because if the fourth book is gonna come out, I need to rearrange this area. I need to see what to do in here. It's gonna be, I'm gonna think about it once the book will be in my hands. The next and last book that I'm really excited to read this year, when it's gonna come out, it's a book from an author that I've just actually started reading a book from her, but I'm really enjoying it. I love her writing style and I want to continue more, reading books from her. And it's by R.F. Kuang, and is the title Katabasis. I thought, when I was thinking about the title, I thought it was Katabasis, but instead Katabasis, I hope. And it's coming out in August, the 26th of August. I am so intrigued by this book and how she described it as well, and also books that she said to read before reading Katabasis. So we have Alice in Wonderland, we have The Divine Comedy by Dante, and another one that I don't remember. One thing about me, Alice in Wonderland, I didn't enjoy it when I read it. Maybe I didn't get it, but I think I want to retry and see, because it's been a few years since I read that one. Then The Divine Comedy, I started it in school. Of course, you know, in Italy we study Divine Comedy, especially Hell, a little bit of Purgatory or Limbo, and then the Paradise, but the main part is usually the Hell or Inferno. And yeah, she was saying that it's like a nonsense. It's like really like, not really a nonsense, but it's more like a journey of everyone that Dante doesn't like, which is a nice twist for that. But I really enjoyed it, and I think everyone enjoys the Inferno of Dante a lot more than everything else, because also there's more into it than the Purgatory or Limbo and then the Paradise. Of course, I don't want to now talk about this one because it's about like a huge classic, and you know, everyone can think whatever they want. And also, like, I studied it, I just don't remember much of all details of that. But I am really, really interested on this, and I'm gonna tell you now what it is about. Two graduate students, and I'm reading from my computer here. Two graduate students must set aside their rivalry and journey to hell to save their professor's soul, perhaps at the cost of their own. Alice Law has only ever had one goal: to become one of the greatest minds in the field of magic. She has sacrificed everything to make that a reality: her pride, her health, her love life, and most definitely her sanity. All to work with Professor Jacob Grimes at Cambridge, the greatest magician in the world, that is, until he dies in a magical accident that could possibly be her fault. Grimes is now in hell, and she's going after him. Because his recommendation can hold her very future in his now incorporeal hands, and even death is not going to stop the pursuit of her dreams. Nor will the fact that her rival, Peter Murdoch, has come to the same conclusion. I am reading at the moment Babel, so we are in Oxford. So if it's Cambridge in the UK, because I know that there's Cambridge maybe also in America, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm excited to see that part anyway, and it's like, it sounds fun, and I believe maybe I could just check a little bit of the Dante myself. I have a copy, so just to see a little bit. But yeah, I am super excited. I know that many people love Eric Kwong, and I hope I will be the one that I will love it. But in case, well, at the moment I really enjoy Bubble, but in case at the end I'm 50-50 with that book, I still want to try something else from her because it sounds really interesting. I saw also a few interviews about this book as well from her, and I'm like, okay, you sold it. And also she did the Poppy War, and I still need to read that one. So there's so many books in so little time. But I will get to them. I will get to them one day anyway. And that's it. These are all 4 books that I'm really, 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 really interested on reading. Hopefully this year, or definitely this year. We'll see what's gonna happen in my life as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please again, like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more video of me reading books and things like that. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye, ciao.